Hello everybody. Namaste. How are you doing? Today I'm going to talk about the video of the Ukrainian war. Right? In the Ukrainian war, become on its highest peak right now. Unfortunately, nobody, no parties in the world try to coming to a table and try to negotiate with the both parties because as I told you earlier, Russia has a dictatorship. Over last 20 years, Russia is suffering from a dictatorship. Actually, in my these video series and in my this my ch- this channel, in my channel, I always give the prioritize to the people's freedom and freedom of speech and human rights, as well as freedom of having opposition ideas. So we have to respect to everybody. It is all about the democracy and the free economy, and also free perspectives. And everything is out of hand. Social media now, it's been too late. Nobody owns the social media. Also, we have in the future, in a situation and in a concept like this, nobody on any country, nobody on any society, nobody on the world, and people are free thinkers. And it will take, uh, I don't know, maybe another few hundred years of time to the human to become that kind of level. So actually, in the Battle of Bakhmut, it has not been over yet. Actually, it's been Russia has sacrificed many lives fighting to capture the town, but its forces has been flanked, and Ukrainian troops could be facing mixed the pocket of resistance. Uh, Actually, situation extremely tense after attack inside Russia, right? So it is intensified already. So we do not know what will be the next battleground. Maybe Taiwan. Actually, CNN says last night the seldom is in the history of warfare. The history of warfare has so much been said, but aim to much death about the place that needed so little, and needed so little, but also that's a battle of the Bakhmut for you. They said like that, and the leader of the Russian mercenary group called Wagner Group. We call him as a Wagner Group. Claimed that Saturday his men has been captured the city from 224 days after fighting. But Ukrainian has denied the claim, and they insisted that not only the Bakhmut had fallen, but that's been flanked by the Kiev forces, right? So this is what has happened. So we do not know. Ukrainian Deputy Defense Minister Hanna Miller said Monday. He said Monday that the Ukrainian forces are still controlling some of the buildings in southwest of Bakhmut, and also there are the two sides who are fighting for the control of the dominant heights of the flanks. This is all about the war, right? This is all about the current situation in the world. So the war drags, and it hardly hit to Sri Lankan economy and the world economy and our Asian economy as well. Actually, once it started the war, the for months Ukrainian commanders who is in charge of the troops on the ground, and the troops themselves have scattered their heads over why Russia was prepared invest so much of material and spend so much of Russian lives, and they try to capture the town that no obvious tactical, and there's no strategic value actually. So this is how it goes, and we don't know. Wagner, however, Wagner says whoever is playing the company's bills the profligate to his for its people. I don't know. He's a kind of a traitor. do not know. He's playing a double game in here, so we do not know. Actually, back in December, on last December, the member of the International Legion of the Defense in League of Defense of Ukraine, fighting for this group about the dozens of men from the south town, also called from the front line, and it's incredible. He told that those Wagner guys comes from waves in like 40 at a time, and we kill at 35, five to get trench or house, and that they evacuate or they escape, like that they say on early December, but still they are holding the town, and maybe they will they will take the city soonly. Russia will take the city soonly. We do not know what is the end of this game, right? It was assumed that the musicians and the earlier last week, pro-Russian groups called the like to call the mercenaries, they largely prisoners from the Wagner Wagner Prison. Wagner Prison. He is the leader of the company. It's a mercenary group, like their loyalties, right? Their loyalists. So the company like call them at recidivists. So these convict the result of some of them are facing long sentence of the prison, and they were offered freedom if they survived 6 months of the in the front like that on the battlefield. So clearly many did not instead of they were thrown into the both sides, and the like a kind of like a grinding meat. So it's a very hard situation to understand why the Russia is doing like that, and also why the West is trying to make something like a bullying to Russia and to China. It's a very hard to understand, but this is all about the power, the world power. Actually, meanwhile, the oligarchs and also the Prigozhin developed the taste of the publicly uh, lambsting Russia's military leadership, and the ministers and the generals and the bureaucrats and the businessmen, everyone who part of the president, they're part of the Vladimir Putin himself. They offers varieties of the videos, barracks of the videos, has accused them to starving them, his men, by the ammunitions. That has happened a few days ago, like earlier last week. So, but now the situation has been changed, and this, I would say, maybe this war will be dragging into another third world war, another world war. We do not know. This is very hard to say and very sad to say. Of course, this is all about the war, and why the war is happening, why the people want to want to come to the war, why they decided to take the arms into their hands and fight. So Russia would be used chemical weapons, maybe tactical weapons, maybe any kind of conventional weapons and non-conventional weapons they might use in this war, because it wouldn't be predicted about any situation. In every situation it can be a big it can be a big issue. Always it's been a big issue, right? So we do not know what will happen in the future. I'm sorry to say about it. We do not know. I'm really sorry. I'm really very hard to predict about this kind of situation. Actually, we do not know. Let us see the future what will happen, and we will update, and we will see uh, what the America play, the games that they are playing in Russia, right? Right, in Russia. There is a free fire zone. Russia obsessed in Bakhmut and combined the antics of the mercenary leaders who said publicly that his men will be killed if they refuse to fight, and he has mean that the city has assumed iconic status of the Wagner Group and wider war as Ukraine fighters to rid itself to the Russian invaders, right? Uh, so as a victory of the Wagner, there is a boon of the Kremlin for now. So, but the mercenaries say they want out by Thursday, and they have been frantically and north and the south by the. They have been packed by the Ukrainian soldiers, Ukrainian troops, but we do not know what was the real situation there, because. However, this is how the war is going on in Ukraine, and we'll see and we'll update you what would be the next real situation of the war. Okay, bye bye, take care.